crew, a lot of volunteers from the community in it. That's what it takes to put on these big meet, Dwight. A lot of volunteers in the area, officials available to come help you. Here we get a look at Keen Bland from LSU, from Modesto, California. He's in his graduate senior year, transfer from Fresno State.
And Willie Reed, oh wait, that's from A&M, that is Jordan Johnson. There's Willie Reed, the junior from Mississippi State. A
very versatile athlete, 24-foot long jumper, even dabbled in the decathlon a little bit.
So the athletes with seed times under 8 seconds in this race are Bland out in lane 6, which is furthest away from us in the blue of LSU, and next to him, Larry Donald of Arkansas. Here's how they line up. There is Bland from the different angle. And Reed in the center of the track in lane 3. No scratches in this second of 3 heats. Good reaction by Jordan Johnson. Down in lane 1, Devon Anderson. And it is Devon Anderson of Arkansas winning the heat, unofficially 8.01. We've been seeing these times correct by 100th or 2, usually down 8:02, so up 100th. And that makes it harder for the athletes in this race to qualify through on time.
Well, Dwight, I don't know if there's any other race on the track indoors that's more affected and more important than the start in the 60 hurdles. You want to be out front. There's something about when you get behind in the hurdle race, it's very tough to catch up. But when you're in front, you're running like a madman because you don't want somebody to catch up from behind.
It looked like Bland finished second from this angle. Yes, that's correct. 8.04 for Bland. So he's got to wait for one more heat to see if that is good enough to advance. It is right now the 4th fastest. As we get ready now for lane 3, hurdles have been replaced. The men's 60-meter hurdles final. We just were talking to Omar McLeod, the collegiate record holder, and Terrence Trammell with the track record. As we take a look at Keen Bland, he will be starting out of lane 2. Here is how they will line up. These are the 3 of them were the heat winners, and then the 5 fastest times from the preliminaries. And South Carolina's Isaiah Moore was the most impressive in those heats, Dan.
Well, if he can get a great start, he's going to run an exceptional time. He pulled away after the first hurdle and easily won his heat. Next to him, Marquise Morris, the youngster from USC. I think it should be a really good battle between those two. Start is going to be key.
On the outside, that's Xavier Coakley, who also had an impressive heat time. There is Marquise Morris, the junior from USC, ran 7:85 in the heats. That was actually the fastest heat time, but Wellington Zaza was in his heat, but Moore really just let up in 8 flat. Looked like he was cruising off the last hurdle. So it's an all SEC final except for Marquise Morris of USC in lane number 4. Remember, they are going from right to left, and it's lane 1 closest to the camera. Morris in 4, Moore in 5. And a good start for Morris. Marquise Morris. It's Marquise Morris, and on his left, up from nowhere, Devon Anderson, who won the first heat, but it was Marquise Morris, so the Trojan takes down 7 of his SEC rivals, 7.73, an impressive victory by 7/100ths of a second. That was an easy one to call, Dan.
Well, he just went to another level. He got a great start. 2 steps up, he spots the hurdle, and already he's got a lead. And when you get ahead, you feel like you're ahead. He executed very nicely. I expected Isaiah Moore to really give him more, but he got behind at the beginning, and it was just too much ground to make up. Great arm action by Marquise Morris, and he's excited about that win.
And you can see it right from the gun. Moore just gave away too much at the start. and then had to dig down and press and ended up third place. So 10 points for the USC Trojans on the men's side, and the winner is downstairs with Lara.
Marquise, a complete race for you. Looks like you got a great start. How were you able to keep that momentum charging through to the finish?
It's all about the start. My coach, I gotta catch my breath. My coach told me to focus on the start, and after I get through the start, just keep running, pull away from the field as much as you can. So that's all I was thinking.
I saw you get a big hug from your head coach, Carol Smith-Gilbert. What did she say to you right after that